everybody, I'm Amy from the Cauldron, and in today's episode of Dye Time I am going to be dyeing some hand spun yarn. Now this is a new to me fibre. This I've got here, you can see it's very hairy, is banana. I have absolutely no idea how this was made, but yeah, this is banana fibre, and I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but there are lots of flyaway hairs on this. It's just going everywhere. Oh, let's come off of that. Gosh, I am getting covered. This fibre is quite silky. It's very smooth. It is very, very hairy. It's interesting. I've had this for a little while now, and I just decided and now's the time to dye it. So the little sample I got was about 25 grams ish. So I've split it in half, and I'm going to spin half and then dye it. And in another video, I'm going to dye half and then spin it. And here is the fibre all spun up into yarn. This fibre is so hairy. I mean, there were bits of it flying all over the place. Bits just got stuck on me. I got as much off me as possible, but it's just everywhere. I'm now going to go and soak this in some soda ash and water while I decide on what dyes I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use yellow. I think I've got to use yellow. It's banana. I think I need to use yellow, don't I? This banana yarn has been sitting in soda ash solution for probably close to a month now, just because I ran out of time before half term to dye this. And because this is banana, I thought, well, kind of have to go with yellows, don't I? So I have here my two fibre reactive yellows. I've got lemon yellow and daffodil. Now I've decided to use them in solution today. So I dissolved a little amount in this water. I did have my mask on when I used the dry dye powder. Now this lemon yellow is quite a chunky one, and it does take a bit to dissolve. I think I just about managed to get it all dissolved, but it takes a little while. I'm just going to do a few stripes of yellows. Now all this stuff is dedicated for dyeing. I don't use it for food, and I've never actually used lemon yellow and daffodil in the same project, so I'm not entirely sure how different they are. Yellow isn't really my colour, so I don't gravitate towards yellow. I will generally use blues and greens and pinks and purples. They're my colours. So this yellow is a bit different. Just use up the last of it there. Have I actually just made enough for one little project? Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah. Wow, this is the first time using a fibre reactive dye I have made enough just for one project. I'm doing multiple projects today, and this will be the only yellow one because I've used all that yellow dye. That is fantastic. I'm hoping I haven't covered it too much. I can still see the daffodil there and the lemon yellow there, but we'll see what this looks like in a couple of days, because that's what this needs. It just needs time to set to the yarn now. I'm going to try not to squish this. There we go. And I'll wash this out in a couple of days. Banana yarn has been sitting here for 2 days. There's been a bit of a leakage. Oops. I think I've used too much liquid in this. But that's all right. So the water will be turning yellow. Oof, yeah, look at that. Ooh, that is bright. Wow. But the yarn, really pretty.
I'm not worried about the amount of dye that's coming out of this because it is a plant-based fibre, and they do that just happens with them. There's a lot of washing with plant-based fibres. They don't take dye in the same way that animal-based fibres do. They don't exhaust in that same way. But yeah, there's still quite a lot. This is going to take quite a few soaks. So what I'm going to do is, I've got a little pot here. This is already a bit soapy. I'm just going to let this soak and then change the water every now and then until the water is completely clear, or as clear as I can get it.
And here is the finished banana yarn. Now, I do think I can see a difference between the two shades of yellow that I use. I think on the either end here is slightly darker, and the middle patch here is brighter. So I think that's where the lemon yellow was, and that's where the daffodil was. It's very subtle, and I love it. I think it's a great yarn, and it was a lot of fun to dye. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Do please click like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you've got notifications turned on so you don't miss any new videos. I publish new dyeing videos every Monday, usually around about 6 p.m. UK time. And I do like to experiment with different fibre types and yarns and dyes, so there should always be something interesting to watch. Thank you so much for watching.